Thank you so much for staying with us. Well, many in the United States, as well as across the Caribbean and Latin America, may have been cheering the historic meeting of U.S. President Barack Obama and Cuba's President Raul Castro on the weekend. But not everyone is happy. In the U.S., the GOP presidential hopefuls with Cuban roots were hopping mad over Obama's meeting with Castro at the first plenary meeting of the 7th Summit of the Americas that took place in Panama on the April 11 and included addresses from 14 heads of state and government, among them President Castro. It was the first speech by a Cuban president at that meeting, which brings together the 35 independent nations of the hemisphere, and came on the heels of the U.S. State Department saying it is considering removing Cuba from its list of countries that are considered state-sponsored terrorist states. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz, the representative for Texas, slammed Obama's meeting with Castro, whom he called the communist dictator of Cuba. Here's more on that historic summit.
U.S. President Barack Obama has said his meeting with Cuban President Raul Castro will help both countries turn the page after decades of hostility. He described the meeting on the fringes of the Summit of the Americas in Panama as candid and fruitful. Mr. Obama said that the former foes would continue to have differences but could advance mutual interests. The meeting was the first formal talks between the two countries' leaders in more than half a century. What we have both concluded is that we can disagree with a spirit of respect and civility, said President Obama. Over time, it is possible for us to turn the page and develop a new relationship between our two countries. His remarks came at the end of a regional summit which has been dominated by the historic thaw between U.S.-Cuba relations. Cuban leader Raul Castro said that the two countries had agreed to disagree when necessary. "We are disposed to talk about everything, with patience," he said. "Some things we will agree with, and others we won't." Earlier, the Cuban leader referred to Mr. Obama as an honest man after a lengthy speech largely taken up with the history of the relationship between the U.S. and Cuba. "When I talk about the revolution, the passion oozes out of me," the Cuban leader said. "I have to ask President Obama for forgiveness. He is not responsible for the things which happened before his time." Latin American and Caribbean leaders at the summit in Panama have welcomed the reconciliation. Brazilian President Dilma Rousseff hailed it as a courageous effort to end the last vestiges of the Cold War, which she said had caused great damage in the hemisphere. President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner of Argentina gave the main credit to Cuba, saying it had fought with unprecedented dignity against the U.S. blockade.
And with that, we come to the end of the CTV News when I say thank you so much for watching on Calabash TV and for listening to us on the Wave Radio 94.5. I'm Mr. Joseph, saying goodbye.